Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. Welcome this week's episode of the podcast. Hope you're all having a great week, and I appreciate y'all being here, man. Got a great episode for y'all today. Before I introduce these guests, I just want to say, tell y'all about some upcoming shows I got, man. June the 28th, I'll be in Virginia Beach, and then July the 10th, I will be in Denver, Colorado. July the 25th, I'll be at Big Dub out there in Pennsylvania. And then July the 26th, I'll be in Asheville, North Carolina. You can get the tickets to all those shows at TVBOOmusic.com. Can't wait to be on the road, man. I've just been working my ass off on some awesome music, and I can't wait to get out there and play with y'all. But my guests this week are two fellers who are great friends, who I've known for a long time. Shout out the Philadelphia folks. They're from there. They're currently doing a co-headline tour where it's a back-to-back tour, which I appreciate. Good friends, make a good time, and also co-headlines are kind of weird, especially when you have your own sets, like different sets, but when it's one together, you really get to make it something special, and that's what they're doing, man, and I'm going to let this episode get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Brainrack and Shizz. Fellas.
Woo. Yo.
Woo. Woo, woo, woo.
What up, what up?
Woo, woo,
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's just talk high pitch the whole time.
Can we?
I'm very capable
we?
of that.
That'd be so annoying, dude. I would turn this podcast off in a fucking second.
Yeah, probably
I'm going to probably let out a couple high-pitched screams.
That's fine, dude.
Good, you got to give him the... Just start it off with the squelch. It's important.
All right, don't do
I
that.
have several different.
Bring that mic
There's
closer.
like
to you.
that.
Yeah.
I've got a metal scream.
Oh, yeah, dude. I be just pig squealing sometimes, dude.
Let me hear the pig.
Oh, I do it, dude. My girlfriend be giving me like a blowjob or something, and I'll just fucking, I'll be doing it, dude. Like, I'm about
That's
to
when you pull
come.
it out. What does she have to say about that?
She doesn't like it, but it's not for her.
Really?
It's not for her.
It's for you.
Yeah, it's for me, and I do it for the lulz. You know what I mean?
Just for the response.
Yeah, and really just I find it funny to myself. And with the fact that she doesn't like it kind of makes it even more funny. You know?
I can see you.
It's a bit painful on the other end.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, how you guys fucking doing today?
Good.
We're alive.
Yeah.
Bring that mic closer to you, man.
I know I keep...
I know. You can move it to wherever you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to it. You can.
I'm trying to chill, right? You know.
Yeah.
Bring it over
Then you
here.
can move it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
Much better.
Woo!
No,
We're good.
Yeah.
We just came in from Philly. Well, you've been in for a couple days.
Yeah, a couple days writing some tunes with some friends. Denver's a good spot for that, so.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Y'all both out in Philly.
Philly boys.
Damn,
Yes.
that is a coincidence that I wore this Av thing. That was not on purpose.
Yeah, shout out
Are you
to
sure?
Av.
I promise, dude.
That's the gang.
I promise. I just wanted to wear a tank top
Well,
because I was playing drums and I didn't want to fucking sweat.
you got to
through a
wear the
t-shirt.
tank top for the drums. Gives you...
Either a tank top or no shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
For drumming.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's important.
Like, you know, the best drummers. You take your shirt off. Travis Barker, you know.
He never has a shirt.
Yeah.
Does he wear
What
them
did
at all?
John Bottom do? Did he wear a shirt?
John Bottom. Who's that the drummer for?
That's Led Zeppelin, I think.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude,
He's like the best drummer.
imagine like if you're a gay guy and your last name's Bottom.
It's rough.
And you're a top,
It
dude.
might not be, though.
I mean, if you're a Bottom, then it's like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm John Bottom, dude.
This fully represents me.
Yeah. You ever think about that? I don't know.
Not on a daily basis, I'll say
I
that.
mean, it's not my first thought, but
Yeah. That was my first
That
one.
was your
But
first?
yeah, Led Zeppelin's got a fucking badass drummer, dude. I found out you walking in, you're a drummer.
yeah. I started playing drums, I don't know, when I was like 6, 7 years old. You know, they give you the drum pad. Did you have the drum pad?
Yeah, I had the kit, but my parents loved me.
Okay, so I did get a kit eventually. They do love me. No, it's like the drum pad. You go do the snare drum lessons, paradiddle.
Oh, yeah.
Little paradiddle action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually I got the drum set and then sold the drum set for turntables, and my parents were really excited about that.
Oh, yeah, it's not nearly as loud.
Yeah. They were so pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely were not excited about it, you know?
My son's a DJ.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, they've always been really supportive, but I think it was like this transition. I was like playing in bands and stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to DJ in bands, you know? And that was the start of this madness.
DJ in bands?
Yeah, so you know how like Linkin Park and Incubus and stuff was like really popular?
Yeah,
like
yeah, okay.
then?
It makes sense with turntables.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know, scratching out of key vocals over top of whatever they're playing.
What about you, Mr. Brainrack? Dude, you had any musical background?
Kind of. So
Bring that to you, man. You're killing me.
Okay, here we go.
Get up in there.
My music journey started with like screamo hardcore stuff. Is it still?
Yeah. If like I said, you see how close we are. dude?
It's by the end of this. Okay.
There we go. That's
You gotta
how much better that sounds
I'll
here.
be in it.
Kyle's gonna help you out real quick. Look, it makes it a little
Thank
longer.
you, Kyle.
And if it starts to
We
fall over,
were talking about that.
if it starts to fall over, you see the leg. Just make sure the leg is like perpendicular with like the mic. So like boom. There we go. We're learning, dude.
Thank you.
We're learning.
what it's about.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
Kyle's got it, dude.
So
Thank you, Kyle.
I was a huge hardcore screamo kid in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Grin, Whitechapel, Muir, Dance Gavin Dance, you know, stuff like that. I was going to shows all through high school, and I played the bass in a very shitty screamo band. We've played one show for our high school rock club. We had 4 original songs. Our lead screamer bailed the day before. Dang. But we still did it. We still got up there and rocked it.
Just instrumental.
Yeah, just instrumental for like 50 parents.
Damn,
And
dude.
you didn't scream?
Well, now I feel like I should have. Like that was part of my calling, and I missed it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
You could have totally done the pterodactyl squelch over the.
well, now it's like my Brainrack sets. Like when I'm on the mic, it turns into like a vocal fry, and so
Are you screaming at him, dude?
Kind of. I try to go back and forth, like a little screaming at you, a little not. But
He's screaming the entire time.
one of my friends. It's crowd control.
No, it's fun. It's fun.
One of our friends in Philly owns a studio, Obsidian Studios, and he was like, dude,
Shout out, Shep.
shout out Shep. He's like, you're already vocal frying. He's like, you got to come to the studio. We got to lay something down. And so we made a song, and it sucked, but like my vocals actually like surprised me. I was like, I could have done this.
Yeah, man.
This could have been, you know, with some work, I could have been like a front man or whatever.
Yeah, you never know until you fuck. Because who's just like trying that type of screaming in their bedroom? Usually, like you can sing to a song and you can do it quietly, but you're not like quietly like.
I always thought about that. Like your
might
parents
be the
definitely not
guy
happy about
to-
it. To do it.
do that. That's funny.
But I don't know. It kind of just comes from, I think that like my upbringing in music in high school, and I just kind of let it rip. Like when I have to try, like when I was in that studio, it was hard. It was like really, and he was kind of coaching me through it. But when I'm on stage, it just just works. I don't know.
Yep.
Just like shooting from the hip.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta. What's something that you didn't know you could do, and then you just fucking did it? You're like, oh, I guess I can do that now. It's a fun topic.
What can I do that I didn't know that I could do before? Honestly, I have no like.
You do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like like I don't know, stuff that's like fun. Like what do
Anything, dude. Be like, oh shit, I guess I can do a kickflip. Or no, you got to practice that. We're like, oh shit, I guess I can damn whistle. You know what I mean? Like you never know.
I don't know. It's like any special talents, like.
Or like, dude, I can jerk off to a magazine. You know, like there's no naked people, just a normal. This is fucking Skate magazine.
No, I think the one thing that I like surprised
Home
myself
goods.
with over the pandemic was like my buddy was like, hey, like let's open a recording studio, and then that was kind of like we dove into marketing and ended up being super successful. That was like that. I get just to answer your question, like something that I've done that I was like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah, open up a studio. That's a good answer.
Yeah. So that's still kicking. There's a recording studio in Philadelphia I'm a partial owner of, and it's popping.
What type of folks y'all got come up in there?
It's like mainly hip hop and pop. It's like vocal production stuff
now,
like that.
I had, who was it? It was Trip Street. I had him on the pod. He comes from like the hip hop world.
Yep.
And he was like, bro, like some of the motherfuckers coming into the studio.
Oh,
he's got the stories.
And Trip Street had some stories, dude.
Wild, dude. Like there's like anything you could really think of, you know. Guns are on the table, you know, more or less. But yeah, you know, yeah, it's just wild. You know, I think the one time, so right now it's like it's really tight knit and it's working really well. But in the beginning, we were just kind of like we're gonna open up a hip hop studio, you know, and a lot of us didn't really exactly know what that entailed or what that would look like. So we're just like, who wants to work here? You know, and so we're hiring engineers and not really vetting them too well, and sometimes so I have keys like to the entire, you know, there's like barefoot. It's a nice studio, and we walked in the one night, and my buddy's telling me he's like one of the engineers, he's so the barefoots, you know, the lights have you used?
Yeah,
they're red, and not like touching red, they're full on red. He's making a beat or something, and my buddy goes, he's like, hey man, what are you doing? And he's got headphones on, and he's like, well, the headphones aren't plugged into the interface, and he's like, dude, I can't get the mix right. And he's like, dude, so I guess he thought because like the headphones, like because it was so loud in the room that he could,
or was he an idiot?
Well, there's a good chance of that too, but you know,
a little bit of both.
Yeah, so we've had some really interesting experiences, but it's been dope. So.
Yeah, I don't mind a gun on a table. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean it's like
I think like most people should do that. Like how crazy would it be if we started this podcast and I was like, just lay down a fucking 9mm just right here, like, what's up? All right, let's run it, Kyle. You know what I mean? Like, or you go to like a business meeting or something, or it's a first date, dude. That'd be a fucking wild one.
Well, a lot of it's like a lot of these people have like bodyguards. Like that's mainly what it is. It's like people are coming in and it's like, you know, nobody's allowed in or out. You can't post them on the Instagram story, you know, and then there's like a guy by the door and it's like a whole thing.
Damn, do you have like some famous dudes come up in there?
Yeah, for sure. There's been some really, really cool people that came through. So
can you name drop or is it all NDA stuff?
It's like definitely NDA at this point. But yeah. So it's definitely interesting to watch. It's cool. I mean, that's my background is in hip hop mainly, but you know, yeah, it's interesting to sit back and watch because I no longer really engineer much.
Yeah,
and
you just own that bitch.
No, it's just partial. Like I kind of like helped build the studio with a few other people and more marketing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's just it's cool to be the guy who's not in the room all the time, you know, and just see this company flourish is dope. So.
CEO type shit. Part CEO.
I don't know. Like like that isn't that like, you know, if you're gonna tour the rest of your life, you definitely can. You can make a ton of money doing it, but like I would like to have a couple businesses along the way, right? Like
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
I got a business offer to me the other day. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Come on, NDA.
But I'm sitting here like, oh shit. Am I about to get into the business?
What industry?
Hydration.
Yeah. Like interesting. So like a human body being hydrated?
Yeah, dude. No, we're going to lizards. You know what I mean?
Guns on the table.
Yeah.
We really care about the hydration of lizards, man.
All right.
You ever seen a platypus?
Lizards matter.
Well,
Yeah.
Platypus hydration. Let's, you know, this is.
And Kyle, can you pull up a picture of a platypus?
Come on.
Like, what the fuck is that thing? You know what I mean?
Don't they spray? I think they spray.
Dude.
I think platypuses spray.
I think most things do actually.
No.
Yes,
You're
dude.
telling me like yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Most things do spray.
Yeah, but look at that thing.
What the fuck?
Dude. I mean, it's like, can you like wash it off and bring it home and like, can it be your homie? Like,
It's like a duck and a beaver and a turtle and I don't know, man.
Can't decide what it wants to be.
Yeah, that's a fucking
really-
abomination.
but you know what? It could be fun to have.
but it
No,
also needs to be hydrated. You know, so it's the important.
and
part of it.
that's where you come into place.
If you guys could have any fucking wild pet, like, and I know like easy pet, like dogs are like the best pet.
Gator.
A gator?
Give me a gator.
That's
Come on.
hectic. Are
Come
you
on, give
kidding
me a gator.
We're going exotic, dude.
gator.
Yeah, dude. Dude, a little. It's little for a little bit. It gets bigger. Then it's like you put a leash on. It's fine.
I think like the monkey that can like go around with you.
Yeah.
Kind of like go around your neck and head, and kind of it can go like off on its own, and then
Well,
comes back.
what
That's what I would want.
What if we, like, you had a monkey, I had a gator, but they were like homies, and then we like trained the monkey to ride the gator. And now like that's part of like we've been going back to back lately, and maybe that's part of the brand. Like we bring the monkey with the gator, meet and greets. Meet the gator.
Dude, you could teach the monkey, like, yo, fucking mix this track in real quick. They're smart enough to figure it out.
I think
You
it
know
works
what?
with the branding.
They're smart enough to figure that
Crazier
out.
things are happening in the music industry, so it's like,
That's a wild thing to say, but it's so true.
like I don't know, whatever, AI, monkey, same thing, let's just make it happen, dude.
Dude, speaking of AI, I don't know if y'all, and this might be a wild topic, but Google.
Let's do it.
Google just released, it's like their AI algorithm, but they just released the third version of it like a couple of days ago. You know what I'm talking about, right? And they released videos of it. It's real life, dude. You literally could not tell a difference from a normal video and this video, and it's because you can kind of tell usually. You know what I mean? You could tell. All right, is this AI? You have to question it. At first, you're like, oh, this is definitely AI.
Yeah.
Then you question it. Now, dude, there's no way to tell.
Oh, I've toyed around with ChatGPT and like put in some stuff like just, hey, I want to make a merch collection or like different stuff, and like the stuff it spits back is like, oh, we're in trouble. Like this is like
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I would never morally, like I don't think I could ever use it. Like I don't feel right doing it, but like I guess it could be cool to like use to like come up with ideas.
Yeah, you should get over that, dude.
You think? Nah.
Yeah, man, you're in the music industry. Your morals are gone.
You have none.
Get rid of them, dude.
is
If
the
you-
path that you chose.
I can't. I don't know. I know some people that use it heavily in their stuff, and that's a choice, It's just-
Yeah.
I'm scared of it.
I'm terrified of it, too.
I'm scared
Yeah,
of
it's I
He goes, just use ChatGPT. I go, no.
don't know, send a little email with the chat gibbet.
I just don't want to lose the human creativity side of this. And
Totally
that's what
agree.
I don't
Yeah.
want to compromise for myself. I get the application. I get writing emails or whatever, stuff like that. But I'm like, when it gets to like, I mean, there's things out there right now that people are getting like, they're making melodies, they're making vocal, they're like everything, sound design.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Where I'm like, I know both of us, I mean, we've been doing this for like 10, 12 years and we've like grinded on Serum for like the majority of it and done all our original sound design. So I don't know, I feel like I stick up my ass with it, but I feel like that's like the way.
That's not jaded,
It's
is
like
it?
you do the work, right? But everyone's just, I don't like it.
No, I mean, dude, you're right, man. It's like you take pride in your art, and like, there's nothing wrong with that,
No, and I respect what you're saying, but also think that at some point I won't,
Yeah.
But
So what you're saying is we're in trouble.
it's
definitely-
inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable that this is.
Look at this
what
shit,
do we got
dude.
going?
Look
Come
at
on.
this shit.
Introducing Flow, Google's new AI filmmaking tool.
Yeah, this is insane. Jellyfish under the water, dude. Because I was using AI. I used it for the first time.
There's jellyfish.
Look at that shit, dude.
In the no,
These people are
This is
AI.
AI.
That's all AI.
Wait.
We're going too fast.
See, a year ago, like everybody would have like 3.5 fingers. Now they've got 5.
Yeah,
And they look completely real.
yeah, man.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I used AI for the first time 2 weeks ago to try to get a vocal because I had like an
Yeah.
uncleared vocal sample.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
Yeah.
so like I was just like typing it in, and I got like none of them were like made sense with the song, so I didn't use them. But some of them were like what the fuck? I typed in like early 2000s Memphis hip hop, and it gave me something that sounded just like 3-6. And I said darker, and then it was Suicide Boys, and I was like, this is crazy. Dude.
Whoa.
This is
wild.
crazy.
Wait. Did you use them?
No, they didn't make sense to the song.
Yeah. But would you?
They were kind of fucking cheesy too. I'll give it that, but
That's the thing, right? Is like it hasn't implemented that human artistic touch, right? It's like there's still this like level of like
I don't know. I don't know anymore. After looking at that, I literally don't know anymore.
It's too much.
So
All the things that I've said these same exact things about AI on this podcast forever. Like, fuck that, I'm not using it. But now as I'm seeing it more and more, I'm like, oh yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked.
oh, I got the Meta glasses.
You do?
Yeah.
I do.
Fuck.
I got them, dude.
Are they awesome?
Dude, they're pretty cool. So I've been using them when I DJ, and it's like pretty hilarious because like you'll hear me like humming like the bass line to the drop, and I'll be like, and it's like you can see me. It's really cool. That's the only thing I would use it for. I was like, I had them on in the club, and this kid came up to me, and he was like, yo. And he like pointed at my glasses, and then I noticed he had glasses on too, and I was like, well, I'm like using them for a reason, you know, like I'm like getting content, you know, and I'm like, well, why do you have them on?
Why wouldn't you have them on?
Oh, like he's just a
He was just a normal guy, like in the
people?
club. That's the thing. It's like you can film people. Like it's kind. Like,
I'd have them on all the time. At all times.
I mean, I have
them
them here. Like I don't know.
I'd have them on at all times, dude.
Yeah.
I'd have so many damn sex tapes that, you know what I'm saying? So many damn sex tapes. My girlfriend, you know.
Changing the world of POV.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't share them. I wouldn't share them.
What do you mean?
Just be for the spank bank, you know? But like,
You would probably do okay on an OnlyFans.
oh yeah. Yeah. I'd do it, man.
Would you do it?
Yeah, at one time I was about to, but then I got a girlfriend.
Well, if the hydration thing doesn't work out.
Yeah, I'll just sell my ass.
Platypuses need to be hydrated, but just in case.
Sell my ass, man.
It's inevitable that AI is being integrated everywhere in our lives. We're not going to stop it. And I know that I need to get with it eventually.
Yeah.
I still stand by what I was saying, and I'm going to hold that as long as I can.
Yeah, and more power to you.
But
And best of
it's
luck,
like
buddy. I'm just saying,
it's scary
Yeah.
though.
It's terrifying.
I'm
Like,
more leaning
iRobot-
towards you with that.
iRobot is happening. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. I don't want that to be. Is that what's gonna?
This is how I feel about it. I
is that
think
how the world's gonna end? Like,
especially as like a touring DJ producer, like you're much busier than I am right now, but like you have a lot on your plate, right? All the time. If you can punch something in, like normally you're like, okay, I got to respond to this A&R at this record label, and it's like, it's a really well thought out thing. Like, dude, I'm using ChatGPT. Like, I don't like that. Just eliminated a half an hour out of my day, and I'm already stressed out. My palms are sweating thinking about it.
I will say the positive. I'm sure it's like the same for y'all, but like my favorite part about this whole thing that we do is actually making the music.
Yes.
That's like literally my favorite part. Is
That's
like,
what I love.
It's
Yeah.
like the challenge, the ups and the few ups and many downs. So it's just like that's my favorite part of it. It's like when you're in the studio and you wrote a good song and you feel good.
yeah.
You know, but so like we're not the type of people that's going to be like, oh, here's my song, release, like because
I
that's
could never
that's,
do it.
that's not part of like an artistic
Yep.
like vision.
But
That's-
now
No,
the
I could never do it.
responsibility of everything is on the artist, essentially. Especially if you're like you're not, you know, you're still coming up, you're not as big, don't have a team. It's like you have to wear these
17
hats.
hats. Yeah.
You know, of different jobs.
Well, that's where I can come in handy. Manage my career, business manage, do my taxes. That's coming, brother.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not like that's.
Dude, I'll fucking cut out my team and make some more money. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
this
I guess
economy.
your business manager is gonna have to take a pay cut, or what if the business manager just lowered their price and then they use AI, or maybe
I think probably a good
probably
bit of them are already doing that.
they're already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
everywhere.
That's the like that's not artist. Like I'm not gonna like you know, hey Meta, write me a 16 bar arpeggiated
You could. You have the glasses.
thing, you know, in the key of this, like, and then just drop it in my project. Like I can never do. But I know people who are doing that.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah.
I do too.
It kind of hurts me in my soul.
Oh,
little bit.
Alex gets upset, man.
But like, I agree with you. It's like, for me, it's the cracking of a song, like an idea. Like sometimes it takes a little bit, but that's like, I've always said, I've done a lot of mentoring too. And I like tell my students, like, I don't want to make music all the time. I love making music. This is like the biggest part of it. But like, I don't always feel like it. And I go through waves of it. And I think that helps people a little or understand, because I think there's that like unrealistic pressure that I need to be making music 24/7. I need to be doing everything all the time, which you kind of need to do for a little bit, but it's tough. It can really wear on you.
Has anybody ever told you that you look like Company if you shaved his head?
I am dead.
What I get is I get.
Can you pull up a picture of Company real quick?
Wait, hold on.
I get
I have to
Fisher
see this.
is what I
can
what
see
I get.
Fisher, pull up a picture of Company. Just with a K, just one K. Yeah.
Yeah, I get Fisher.
I'm sorry to change the subject,
No.
but as you're looking at me and talking to me, it's like I can't see
gotta see
anything
it.
other than Company right here. So no one's told you that?
Kyle from Company.
Yeah, no one's
told me that. It's just the only thing I get is Fisher.
Dude, I could actually. That's actually kind of crazy. Can we AI his hair off?
Dude, that
Can
this feller.
Can we AI
bald.
his hair off and then put
Y'all even have the same color eyes, man.
put a photo of Alex next to him?
That's a handsome man, dude. I mean, no disrespect.
That's
Dude.
good. That's a good
That's
look.
Kyle from Company.
Yeah, it's Kyle from Company, dude. So
I was at Base Canyon at the pre-party, and he was up there, and I'd never talked to him, and I was like, "You're Kyle from Company, right?" He's like, "Yes."
he's like, "Are you my long lost brother?"
Legitimately, some of the loudest music that guy makes. It's like,
At what point is it too
he's
loud?
a killer.
at point when is it
Oh
too
no,
loud?
our
Dude,
shit's so loud. I feel
I
like
don't know. I'm not mad at the like if as long as there's dynamics
like
in the
the
mix. Like
loudness.
I like loud. Your tunes are loud.
Yeah, but at one point, I'm always trying to make them louder, and I'm like, why?
At what luff will we stop?
Is there anything on the master anymore?
Yeah, I still use a master. Other folks don't be using them.
We ditched it. We ditched
Well,
it.
there's something on the master, but it's
Is there?
yes,
No more.
it's a glue compressor.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's
a
it. It's like
saturator and a
no,
glue compressor.
but the new one, there's no. It's like on the group. There's nothing on the mat. There's nothing on the. It is.
It's still
In the red.
mastered though. I like separate. I have a drum group and then everything else in another group, and I
If you have 6
process
groups-
those separately, and then there's nothing on the actual master.
If you have 6
So it's
groups,
still
with a glue compressor on each group, and it's going into the master.
it just I mean it's still being. It just doesn't have any processing on the master, but you're technically doing the similar job.
Right,
At least is
right,
my
right.
rationale
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
That's how you get them loud.
But the separation of the drums for me and the everything else has really allowed me to get like a cleaner just mix, and I don't know, I just kind of dialed it in. I don't know where was it Bandles?
Yes.
Bandles was doing
Yes.
some complicated version of that, and I was like, I'm gonna do the dumbed down version of that.
No, he was the one. He was like, dude. He's like, this is what everybody's doing right now. He's like, show me all these different groups. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Maybe
nerd stuff.
I
But
might
I
need to
think
get
it's
into
the
that
Wild West, though.
Yeah.
I think people are doing whatever they want, and that's why I'm like, I think people are making it too complicated. And I know
Totally.
we're very similar.
Yeah.
Like, less is more. Like, make shit loud. I'm always like, don't be afraid to turn the volume up. Everyone's so afraid to turn the volume up on a channel. It's like a lot of my shit's sitting at like 0 to like -5 for the most part on like the actual volume of everything. But,
Yeah.
you know, so we go loud and with a glue compressor.
Hell yeah.
But it's like you make, I don't know, as long as it sounds good, it's
So I'm saying, at
looks
what
good,
point,
feels good,
at
sounds
what
good.
point-
At what point? At what cost? You know, instead of at what point, we should change it to at what cost.
That snare cannot be transient shaped enough to poke through the mix.
And
I think
transient
that's when
shaping
you stop.
Is a huge thing though.
It's just like you're just not hearing the. It's just all. That's when you stop.
All right. Well, we figured it out. That's the cost.
Yeah.
So you boys are from Philly. Are y'all? So I probably should have started with this, and y'all probably said it in the email y'all sent me, but it's been a minute. Are y'all doing a tour together right now, or is it a song release that's coming out?
Both.
Yep.
So we started writing this song, I don't know, like 6 months ago. We sampled all the AOL, You've Got Mail, Goodbye, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we knew there was something there. And we kind of started messing around with the idea of doing like a back-to-back set tour. Just smaller rooms, like 200-300 caps.
We did the hijinks after party.
Yeah, so that was like where it started. It was we did the hijinks after party at the Ave, and I mean we've been making music together for like since 2016 is when we met. When we played that set, and this is like right before New Year's, it was just so fun. What did you say to me? You were like, that
I don't know.
was-
Like, have you gone back to back with
like
people?
that was
It's usually
like
not fun.
It's usually not fun, actually.
It's usually
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
point to get into in a second. Yeah.
Like, it's usually not. And I think our sounds are different, but they're also similar. So we were able to go back and forth, 2 and 2. And at the end, I was like, dude, yo. And I was like kind of in a low point too. Like, so it was like, you play a good show, you're feeling great. I'm looking at him, I'm like, that was refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. And so from there, I was like, okay, we could probably do this. And what was funny was we had the song done, and I've been touring probably consistently since like end of January right now. And those first 3 stops that I did, or 4, I'm playing the song. It's in the high point at the end of my set. And every time I'm like, it just doesn't hit. The energy drops. I could feel it everywhere. And so I come back and I'm like, dude, I know you're not going to want to hear
song's
this.
not good enough.
I was
he's
like,
telling me.
we're planning all this stuff around it. I was like, it has to be a banger. I was like, we need to, there's a bunch of stuff can stay, but we need to rewrite these drops. We have to. So it probably took us a month or 2, a lot of fucking work.
yeah.
Like, we really grinded through it.
Because you have to forget what you, like the idea you had.
That's
Dude.
what I've,
You got to abandon it. And that's the hardest part, because you're trying to just have the same idea with different sounds a lot of times, or just tweak the sounds. You're like, nah, this ain't going to work. You got to just abandon it.
Now, so we rewrite it. We kind of crack a drop on it, and I tested it out somewhere, and it was like, you could see everyone headbanging. They're dancing in motion with it. Like, it finally like connected and had that like impact on it. So I was like, cool, we cracked it, went and fleshed out the rest of that, finished it up. And kind of what leads us to the song release, we don't have it signed. We're trying to get it signed, but
it's not
basically you've seen this. Everyone's seeing this right now. Most marketing campaigns are like 3 to 5 days. It's like the song's almost released a day after you've posted the artwork.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's you see lots of trends go from year to year, and I just think it's what we're in with that. But we're like, we want to create as much demand, awareness, and hype for this song prior to release that we can. And with that, we've already created an entire content marketing campaign that we're trying to take to a label and kind of bring this thing like, hey, we have this exciting project. People are asking for it. We're doing a lot of like strategic posting and, running ads on our posts, as well as, coordinating media pushes. We did this big push this week.
Can I pause you real quick?
Yeah.
Why you're doing all the things a label would do? Why do you still want to label?
Because they don't. I'm gonna.
It could go either way.
You're
Like,
literally all the things you're saying are the things that labels are supposed to do.
I know.
I'm going to.
So we're our first.
agree.
We're undecided right now.
Yeah.
We have intentions for a couple, like for one specific label.
Put it out there, dude. Let's call them out right now. I'm serious. I'm serious. Call them out.
Wait, who are we calling out?
The label, the one label you want, dude. Put it out there in the universe.
Oh.
Are you okay? Are you?
I think there's. Go ahead. I mean,
So I work a lot with Subsidia in the Excision team, and have like the past 4 or 5 years, and I've been doing a bunch of stuff with them. I have a collab EP with Wiley that we're like dripping out over the summer right now. Shout out Wiley, the man. And I've created a really good relationship with all of them, and they're doing a lot for me. And that was kind of our intention of like wanting it to bring it to them, like bring this project to
and we feel like it's a good home too.
Yeah. And yes, all the labels should be doing this stuff. I think that my approach this past couple years with my own little tours, what we're doing with Dial Up, has been,
everything
we are not
do is
the
DIY
artists
for
right
the most
now that have the biggest following or the biggest team or this or that. And so I've been in this mindset of like, I can't wait for someone to make this happen for me. Like I even looked at, like was looking at your career and a few other people a couple years ago when I was like, why don't I have this? Why isn't my manager doing that? And I'm like, stop it. I'm like, I have to create something to sell that my team can manage and sell and push out there. And that comes with booking your own tours, doing like everything yourself and putting yourself out there. And it's not always glamorous. Sometimes you do sell the couple hundred tickets. Sometimes you sell 50 tickets. But I've seen such an impact, even at those smaller shows, because you're out there, you're putting yourself out there, you're coming back to these markets. Like, it's that growing in markets over time, you know, coming back 3 to 5 times, and then you're selling out the 500 cap or whatever. But that's kind of where the
rollout
came
itself
from.
is truly DIY. Like, it's like, we looked at the landscape of dance music and what everybody's doing right now. We were like, this does not jive with our vibe and what we're trying to put out in the world. And like, we filmed a bunch of skits and like, I don't know. I think it's just like right now we're at a place in dance music where like, if you're an up and coming dance music producer, like you're looking at this TikTok Reels landscape and you're going, okay, mini meters. And then, you know, and then what, I, you know, I've done it myself, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it's like, but I think, I don't know if that's what people want. Actually, I know that's not what people want anymore. I think it can work for some people, you know what I mean? But I think respectfully, like connecting with the community and like presenting a project in a way, you know, with skits, like our personalities, like he's like my best friend, you know what I mean? Like that's what we want to show people. We made a song too, you know what I mean? And here it is, and it's got this like cool thing to it. And like, if you like it, great, you know?
It's
if
fun.
not, there's...
Just like when we were playing that set, and we were like, this was fun. This is kind of what it's about, as well as trying to like make a statement on our own and really push ourselves out.
When
there.
you're saying these things, I want to do this all by myself. I want to do this on our own.
I don't really want to do it all by myself.
But then you're also like, you have the song, you have everything done. Why spin it on a label whenever you guys put in all this work? And listen, all respects to labels, you know. You know, I work with Wakan still on the regular, but like I don't release every song with them by any means. But like, I mean, you're doing all this work and all this outreach for a label to take a percentage of your song.
So I completely agree. The best experience I've ever had releasing a tune was when I had a small distribution deal with a single. They put some money behind it. They gave me some opportunity to basically do whatever I wanted to do. And I worked with this guy, Matt Jacobs, at the time, who used to do marketing for, it's like so random. Who's the Tropical House? Kygo. Yeah. So he used to do marketing for this guy, and he's like, no, look, he's like, you write really cool music. He's like, but he's like, this is what we used to do with Kygo, and like, we're gonna do it. He's like, you're my first bass music guy I've ever worked with, and I want to like show you what we do. And he's like, we're gonna create a Dropbox folder, and we're gonna make like 20 pieces of content, and like it's all gonna be related to the song, and it doesn't even necessarily matter what each thing is, and it's all about the lead up. And I do think like kind of what me and Alex are doing right now, it's like if we post the song, there's people like, just drop it already. Like that's the point, you know what I mean? Just drop it already. And to your point, if we dropped it, I would imagine that it would stream good no matter what. I think that's the point that Mitch is trying to make.
There's also a point where they ask for it for so long, and they keep on hearing it live, and then by the time it comes out, they don't give a fuck.
I agree with that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And so I think our original intention was self-release, and still can be a thing. I think we were just potentially looking for that extra kind of like label on it, you know, in a sense of like an extra push, and kind of how we structured it is like, yes, we can take this and do it on our own, but that campaign we've created can also fit into the label's
I see the other side of the coin though. You bring something like that to a label and they look at it and they go, wow, this is awesome. You just gave us so much stuff to use and utilize, you know.
Yeah, but what are they bringing into the table? That's what I want.
A lot of stuff.
Looking at Subsidia, you know, with all of their festivals, events, stuff like that, like that's what I'm starting to experience is like, I was in the label, we were both in the label launch of Subsidia in like 2020, 2021.
Which was awesome.
We both, this upcoming, well, been on Lost Lanes the past 4 years. You've played a couple times.
Twice, yeah.
I'm now getting in there, why can I think of it? They're curated events. And that's come with, I think I've released like 8 singles with them, a 7-track EP, you know, and just building that relationship with them. But it's kind of like, that's helped me grow so much.
Yeah.
Lost Lands, these events, these just being on the label. And so that's kind of my thought of like, this team is really helping me get out there. Can help Sean, is helping a lot of people. And I'm like, we could take this thing, this really cool thing. You know, like Mary, the one like the main like label head and internal excision team, like she's posting on her story like, if I see one more person dancing in front of a camera, like it's not the thing anymore. And that's how we felt. Like that came from COVID.
She was
much
like, if
when
I have to see
it.
someone dancing in front of a laptop one more time.
Yeah, and that's what we aren't necessarily about, and that's why we did this. It was just to do like fun skit content, live clips. Like we're just like being ourselves.
Right. It's like
and being creative.
if that's where people's heads are at, it's like, hey, hi, we're here. You know, like we're open to doing everything but that. So
yeah. So kind of like wanting to further that relationship, help them. There's potential benefits for us there, but yeah, like we're kind of just like, there's slight timeline, like wanting it to come out this year, but we're just like, dude, let's just keep pushing this out there. We're already getting major artist support like Excision, AT Aliens, and just like, just keep pumping it out.
It's cranking.
You do make a good point though. You're like, if we just post this forever, what if they don't want it?
They
when
will
it's,
100% be like, they're not
like,
interested.
we're going to make sure this comes out this year for sure is the intention. But very valid point. And that's kind of like at least where my head's been at with it and wanting to potentially go to a label, but we're also prepared to not.
And look, I like to play devil's advocate. Like there are people who do that. You know, they post every day and they do the same kind of thing, and it works.
Yeah,
it works, and that's great. You know what I mean? I'm like, gee, like that's awesome. You know what I mean? If you're like really dialed in and like maybe like I don't know, maybe you batch content once a week and you got it already, and you know that's cool. You know what I mean? I think I have a bunch of friends who are super successful in dance music and they're crushing that. So it's like, you know, I think it's what resonates with you as an artist. Like
absolutely, and I think it's like that doesn't feel authentic.
It never has felt authentic. Does it feel authentic to you?
No, dude, no, absolutely not. Yeah. The other day I was on my phone, I was on Instagram, and every like time I went either stories or post, it was just another artist doing the dance thing, and it's annoying, but I get it, right? And I look at like Ahi, for example. So Ahi,
he crushes it. He smashes it. Yeah.
Well, those videos are cheesy as fuck, and he knows it. but
Chris is the man. Though.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people in the world.
Same.
And you know, he talked about this last time he was on the show. He posts, and I think he's still doing it. But for 3 months, he did something where he posted every day.
Dude,
and someone would hit, someone would fall, and
it paid off.
His following went crazy, and then. Now I'm looking at his career and I'm like, that kind of might have that definitely has a correlation.
This is where we're shooting ourselves in the foot potentially.
Totally.
That's the strategy. This is 3, 6 months or a year. You're like posting every day. Theoretically, in that time, you're going to have like 3 to 5 things go viral, whatever, 1 million views. And then you have that audience. You've built that audience.
No, what we're doing right now is literally what every manager tells you not to do. Like, you know what I mean? They're like,
dude, I did the dancing video. Dang.
Everyone was happy.
I did it.
They were so happy.
Everyone was happy. My manager made fun of me. I was like, fuck you, dude. I did this to fucking make you happy.
Did you like the song?
Yeah, it was my song. The song's great.
Yeah.
You know, but.
So you feel like,
you
feel like half okay about it.
I don't feel okay about anything anymore. You want another beer, Kyle?
Yeah. Oh, that's too good. I don't.
Mitch, do the dance. Do the dance. Do the dance.
Wait,
all
can
right,
I
all
see,
right, I'll
like,
do
what-
it. You
what-
fucking loser. You look stupid.
I did look stupid. We all look fucking stupid. It's all the cheesiest shit in the world. We're artists. Do we want to be doing this? No, we don't. But we do it because we gotta.
Or you've been asked to.
Or been asked to.
Yeah. So I think that's just that strategy is something I'm like, I can't keep up with it. I'd like to be consistent, but it's just too much shit going on. Just too much shit that we have to handle. And like, yes, it's like we were even talking like, because I haven't really been posting on TikTok. I don't know if he has, but we're probably shooting ourselves in the foot, like not being on there or whatever as consistently.
I just got back on it the other
I
day.
do the
Me
best
too.
I can.
Well, I deleted it.
I got-
and then you
I
couldn't
got
download
banned.
it for a while.
You got banned?
Twice, but I'm back on it now.
You would
What
get
were the
banned. How would you
posts?
get
What
banned
were the
from
posts?
TikTok?
Oh, dude, one of them was from my song Men on Men Metal. I don't know if y'all saw that one, but it was just like a metal song that I wrote, and it's about sucking dick.
But that,
Kyle, can you pull up Men on Men Metal? Can you pull up the video for it so they get an idea of this? And we can play the audio because I own it.
man.
Men on Men Metal. So I got kicked off of that for that. This song is about a show, and then
You were like so worth it.
and then I think I called White Trash Fitness, and they kicked me off because I said white trash. I'm like,
I think
You're like,
yeah.
hey.
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm white trash as fuck, dude.
White trash fitness sounds hilarious.
Here we go, dude. Go full screen with this bitch so they can get the idea, dude.
Is that?
Oh, good job, Kyle.
Hold up. Oh, hold on.
All right, Kyle.
Now it's not gonna let me. There we go.
Yeah. You're wrong button anyway. There you go.
All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
show him this.
Like that, if you were like if you were performing that, or that was performed at like a hardcore show, it might take people.
What's the most metal song ever written?
It was so good.
What's more metal than
It
Suck
might
a Dick?
take people a little to realize what you're saying there.
Yeah, that's why the lyrics on the screen definitely
Okay.
helps.
What did management have to say?
Oh, they loved it. But yeah, TikTok didn't, dude.
Yeah.
It was funny. So like when my management first picked me up, I was in the process of writing this album. It's the
Guys,
it's the comedy album. It's
I
called
got something huge. We need to call a meeting.
It's called Songs Your Wife Leaves You To is the album. And like I literally like they picked me up and I was like, I just want to let y'all know
I'm doing this
I'm
thing.
writing that comedy album.
Oh yeah. I remember
I was
that.
like, I'm doing this.
And that was on it.
Wait,
That was on.
Okay.
You were also doing
I remember that.
comedy, like stand-up stuff before your show. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. I
Are
remember
you
that,
still?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I got some just took my first 2 comedy bookings in a fucking hot minute the other day. So
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
dude. That's what's
Well,
up.
you just crushed an insane tour. When
Yeah.
did that end?
that ended technically it ended in Portland, but basically Mission Ballroom in Denver.
nice.
Like that was the last stop with the tour, but then like we had like
Your headline, right?
yeah.
Sick.
And then we had like 2 months off and then
That was a bus tour?
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Bus tours rule.
Yeah.
I
Much
just
better
listened
much
to your-
better than flying, huh?
Oh, I'm so spoiled, dude. I like get depressed and I don't go to the airport. So I'm like, man, it's bullshit. I like call my old driver when I'm at the airport. I'm like, what's up, dude? I'm like,
What are you
miss
doing?
you, boy. But yeah, sorry to sidetrack us like that. But yeah, TikTok didn't like that song.
I
but
think that was necessary.
Why don't you like use those type of I guess that wouldn't fit the project, but yeah.
kind of does.
Yeah.
Kinda does.
Over your like dubstep.
Dude, I've been having people ask me to play that shit live for the longest time. Like, or any song. Like, people ask for me to play some of the comedy album, like, all the time. I've just never done it.
Will you ever?
I don't know, man. I was supposed to do a show where I was doing nothing but that,
Right.
and then it didn't happen.
Well, what happened?
It was Wheeler Walker Jr.'s fault.
Who?
I don't know.
Wheeler,
who that is.
country music artist, eating pussy, kicking ass.
Okay.
Which one of you queers are going to suck my dick? Like, y'all, none of these are ringing bells?
No.
That is ring.
Not at all.
Got you.
Not at all.
Pussy King,
No.
anal in the dishes,
No.
God told me to fuck you.
If you said this to anyone on the street in Philly, they'd kick your ass.
He's like, bring it.
Bring it, dude. I'll fucking suck that motherfucker. Anyway, it was I won a comp. So Wheeler Walker Jr., he's a country music artist, but he raps about, sings about like sucking dick and like,
Yeah.
it's funny. Anyway, so like, it's a funny thing. But he did a competition. It's like Wheeler's Got Talent. And he was like going over like other people's songs. And I was like, fuck it. I'm a Wheeler fan. I sent him the song and I won the competition. And I was supposed to open for him at the Ogden here in Denver.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And I was going to do just Songs Your Wife Leaves You said. I wasn't going to DJ. I was just
Right.
going to do the comedy album. And then, yeah, it didn't happen. So that competition was for nothing. So,
Jeez.
and then so like I'm going to the show. Obviously, I'm not playing. I'm like, hey, dude, like I know I'm not playing, but like want to go to the show because you put him on guest list. He's like, yeah, no problem. Show up, not on guest list. So fuck you, Wheeler.
Did you leave?
Wow.
No, dude, they knew me at the Ogden, so they let me. They just let me
nice,
in.
nice.
I swear I'm supposed to be here.
You know, like Taboo's here.
Yeah.
They let him in. I was like, thank you. So,
Hey, I did this earlier. I didn't want to interrupt you guys while you were talking, but
you did it, didn't you?
check this out.
Yes, go!
No.
Let's go.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It is pretty. I don't know. How did you
Look,
get that
hey,
out?
look at the camera right now. Oh my god, dude!
Oh man,
This is amazing. This is
Tell me
amazing.
when I can stop.
You can stop, dude. You can stop, man.
Yeah, no one's ever said that before. But
Boom, baby.
it's true.
Boom, baby. Y'all even kind of sound alike too.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I only had that conversation for about 1 minute.
Yeah.
And he's like, who's this fucking kid telling me, what's up, Kyle from Company?
I'm surprised he didn't.
No,
see
he
it,
was
dude.
super cool.
I'm surprised he didn't fucking see
He was
it,
like,
man.
dude, are you my brother?
Are we the same?
Yeah. Sorry to sidetrack us like that, boys, but like, yeah, we were talking about just like doing stuff that it feels genuine and authentic to you, man. Have you figured out what that is yet?
I think we're figuring it out, but I think that when COVID happened and you see a lot of the videos we're talking about, that type of content that we're like, it's not really in anymore, it's not what's coming next, like that is where I think we just really wanted to push our own way and not be stuck in that same thing. But it's like we're all these, even the remix culture right now, just these waves and trends. It's like, I think that content was gone a long time ago, or it's like even a year ago. I'm like, what's next? You know, you're seeing like Zingara with all the vlog content. You're seeing other people do that too. I've tried to do a little behind the scenes stuff. And I think like people want you. They want this parasocial relationship where they're like, I know Mitch, I know TVBOO because I see him in all his stories and he's super funny and this and that. They feel like they know you, you know, and I think that is more of what people are looking for right now versus like the music. It's not that they don't want the music, but they want everything.
Yeah, but if you got both, dude,
if you got both,
it's game on.
It's definitely, it's definitely good. But being authentic, I think when you figure that out for yourself, that is when it looks good or it feels right. And I think that translates to an audience more than this content we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
I almost got to a point where I'd worked with a couple different teams and it was what we're talking about, post every day, post, you know what I mean? And it was just like, that wasn't resonating with me. And I think currently, you know, I was almost at a point where I was like, if this is the direction it's going to go in, I'm not so sure that that's what I want, you know? And I think most recently, like even in that experience I was having, kind of like to answer your question is like, did you find your thing? How, like, yeah, we're taking jabs at all this stuff. Well, that's great to say, but like, what makes you so cool, right? And I think like everybody has a unique story. It's like, what is your unique story? And like, for me, it's like, you know, I got sober 13 years ago, and like, that is something I kind of don't want to use as a marketing tool, but like more or less kind of tell my story in a very specific way.
What was your drug of choice, dude?
Oh, dude, we did the dang thing. You know what I mean? I had fun.
You making fun of me? What was it, man?
No, I mean, it was like a little bit of everything at that, you know, it started out, I don't know, like 7th grade spring break was like when. I mean, that's the craziest time.
That's really specific.
That's like when.
Origin
Isn't
story.
that funny? No, that's like the origin. That's like first time I started smoking weed, and then like it's interesting, like certain people like myself, like we know no boundary. Like the first time I ever drank was at my buddy's house, and we got to liquor cabinet. I drank a bottle like me and him drank an entire, I think I drank more of it, but drank an entire bottle of gin. And it was like, that was my first experience with substances, was like kind of like this. It's like, once you pop, the fun don't stop. And it was just like, there was no limit ever.
Yeah. You just had no control, I guess.
Yeah, totally. And I think it was kind of one of those things like, I'm even seeing it a lot now with like some people who are touring. It's like, you see that it's almost like they're partaking, to feel comfortable, you know what I mean? And I totally look, I get it. You know what I mean? That's my experience. My experience is I would do X, Y, and Z. You know, I had fun. You know what I mean? I did my thing. But, you know, I think a lot of people, you're in a green room, there's 40 people, 5, you know, your favorite DJ might be over there. Yeah, I'm new to touring. Yeah. You're going to have some beers, you know what I mean? And then that spirals out of control. And that was my experience outside the music industry. It was just like when I drank, when I did drugs, it felt like, and I've explained this, it felt like my skin finally fit. You know what I mean? And I could like breathe. And it's like, you throw some alcohol or some other things in the equation. I might be the life of the party. And it's Tuesday. They stop.
Oh, that's when you know it's a problem, dude. We were at my buddy's house watching Monday Night Football, and his buddy walked in and threw a bag of cocaine on the table. I said, what are we doing?
And I probably would have been the buddy.
Dude, I'm like, it's Monday Night Football. It's Monday Night Football.
Oh, it's Sunday afternoon. Everybody's home, like getting their stuff together and going home, and I'm like, where are we going? And everybody's like, Sean. No, like
To bed.
to bed. You know what I mean? And you know that I think that's super. That led me into some really dark places. But I wouldn't take anything back. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. You learn if you learn, man.
Oh, totally. I think it's everybody has, like kind of what we were talking about. Everybody has a unique story and an experience that they can share with someone to actually help them. You know, and that's kind of like something I want to dive into in the future. Is just like I shared on my Instagram, like, I don't know, every year, hey, I'm this many years sober. If you're struggling at all, and like, dude, the responses I get is like, it's actually crazy. Fans who will be like, hey man, I've been strung out for the past 6 years. You know, doesn't matter what city I moved to. Like I would get on calls with people and I'll try to, maybe get them into a rehab, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I try to,
beautiful, man.
Yeah. I try to be helpful.
You should try to be helpful to that buddy, dude, because it was like the Colts and the Giants.
buddy.
You know what I mean? Like I get it if it's Super Bowl Sunday, we're gonna do a couple lines and fucking yell at Taylor Swift. Yeah. But like if we're gonna fucking do lines to the Giants and the Colts, brother,
it's Monday. Like, come on.
we got problems. You know what I mean? Like we need your help.
Also, like, I don't know, lines on a Monday night sounds like really
Terrible.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That sounds really like
I get up early in the morning,
fun.
dude.
Yeah, I like going to the gym and like I just my gym has like a eucalyptus steam room, and that's like my thing right now.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dog. That's
need
my
that.
shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta go.
Gotta
Didn't
get
know
me
they had
guest
gay
pass.
gyms in Philly, but
They've got the cold plunge. That's what I want.
They have the
cold
cold plunge,
plunge
they have the
sauna.
hot plunge. Yeah.
that sounds fun, dude.
Yeah, get up
But
early.
I think it's this industry, entertainment. It's hard. Substances are everywhere. It's like very normalized. I think it's extremely normalized in like the audience as well. I had my fun too. Like I smoke. I'm a pothead. I smoke a lot of weed.
We got
I'll
weed
drink.
right here if you want any. Shout out Top Shelf.
So
I don't smoke.
Here's my thing. I love weed. I smoke it every day. I've been smoking forever. I'm way better at everything when I'm not high. It's not that I can't do everything high, but especially like coming on here, like I was like, I don't need to. I mean, we got really high this morning for sure, right when we got in. Me and this degenerate over here. But yeah, I don't know. I've just noticed that in my life with everything. I used to be a skateboarder for like my whole life. Like that, I would, if I'd smoke before I skate, I'm not gonna be as good. If I smoke after I start skating, I'm gonna be way better. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I recognize that I'm better at things when I'm not. So, and that's kind of like, I used to be like smoking right before I'd play sets and stuff like that. And I still might here and there, but I usually am like trying to be a little more sober than not when I'm performing and out talking to people. I mean, just like we were talking about before, when you're out, you got to talk to so many people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's an awesome thing, but I also want to be like,
I also know people who's like, that's their shtick. You know what I mean?
Totally.
They smoke all day, every day. It helps them make music. They're more creative. And you know what I mean? Some people are like, oh man, like, does this bother you that I'm doing? I'm like, dude, no. Like, I make dubstep, bro. Like, no.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't do it, man. I got a weed sponsor. I can't even smoke weed. But I do I drink me some beer now. I'll tell you that, boy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
But here's the thing. My whole thing with any of this stuff is like, if you're happy, like, whatever. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't been happy in a very long time.
I'm not going to judge. Yeah. Well,
but that's also like, I don't know. We're getting older. Like,
talk.
I'm just waiting on Monday Night Football again.
All right.
where's your buddy at?
Oh, he's on his
New
way.
Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, that's that's where you're from.
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi, but
okay.
I lived in New Orleans for a while.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Didn't you just have a headline show there?
Yeah,
or something?
this past weekend, man. It was
How'd it go?
fucking awesome, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
I ate probably 7-8 pounds of crawfish. Man.
Dude, so good.
Do the whole boil
Oh yeah, we had
thing?
a whole bowl, brother. At my buddy's house. It was
That's what you call it. Like it's a boil.
Yeah, it's
right?
boil.
Yeah.
And man, it was fucking damn good time.
Is it like it's in the bag, right? Like you.
Bag? No, dude.
No bag.
No.
bag.
I think if you go to like a restaurant,
They only do
give
that
you,
at like
the smaller-
Vietnamese, because
Yeah.
Vietnamese they do a lot of crawfish, but like they'll
Right.
give it to you in a bag.
Oh, okay.
Nah, brother. We had it. We were doing it in my buddy's backyard, and we had 2 fucking fold-out tables. we did 100 pounds of crawfish, and we just dumped that motherfucker across the table.
Sheesh.
I probably ate about
I think I
7,
saw
8
your
pounds.
story or something. I was like,
Yeah, probably
That
about-
sounds so good.
It was the
So
best.
good.
It was the best time, dude.
so good.
It was the best time.
I don't think I've ever done that.
A lot of people haven't, man, and it's my favorite food in the world.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, literally my favorite thing in the world. It's because it's just like there's so much more to it than just eating crawfish.
Yeah, they don't got that in Denver, huh?
No, they do, but you're gonna pay about 20 to 25 a pound, which is ridiculous.
Right.
When we got 100 pounds for, I don't even know how much, but it wasn't even all that crazy. But like, it's more than just like the food, man. It's the camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, I dig that.
It's getting around like every Sunday we do it at my buddy's house before football or while football was going on. So it was just like probably like 20 people. We're all just hanging out outside, eating crawfish, watching football, or
Doing coke with Buddy.
yeah, man.
Crawfish and coke.
Cocaine and crawfish would hurt my stomach.
Yeah, that sounds
That'd be tough.
rough night.
But I'm also trying to eat. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be doing no cocaine. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
All right. Well, to switch it up, dude, you fucking said something earlier.
Yeah.
You said something earlier, and I held on to it.
Yeah.
Y'all were talking about y'all's back to back, and you're like, because back to backs usually aren't fun.
They're rarely fun.
I never
Yeah.
like to do them.
And I agree. And I fucking hate these lineups where it's
All
just like all back to backs, and you're like, the only reason you're doing this, it's not to make the show better, is because it never makes the show better.
Sell more tickets.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a better set if it's very planned and thought out and it's a big deal, but it's just to have as many names on a lineup as possible to sell more tickets.
Yep.
And half the sets are sloppy as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, when we first started, like it was a little sloppy.
basically
We've
had,
dialed
like-
in now, but
Yeah, like we had our intention was to do everything freestyle, but like we know what we're at BPM wise and kind of have a structure, and we've kind of like set our cues accordingly so we know what we can do and work within that. But we prepped what we're doing tonight and tomorrow at Club Studio time, and it's like
that'd be cool.
unbelievable. We're so stoked on it. Like
Are you saying it's a money grab?
It's a money grab.
I kind of want to poke the bear a little bit.
No, it's such a money. Not for like what you guys are doing because y'all planned it out and you're like, we want to do this
That's
together.
my dog.
history
That's my dog.
together.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I've never liked. But I want to do when I perform. I'm like, this is my time to show you my shit.
Yeah.
And I want to fucking give you everything I got.
I get it. I'm selfish too.
And it's tough.
We all are a little.
Especially with an unplanned back to back or someone you're not familiar with.
The only person I like doing a back to back with is Jansen. And that's just because we go really hard at
That's
each
the
other.
boy- yeah.
And we pull the best out of each other. And that's the only experience I've had.
You guys have a super similar sound too.
And yeah, and we're like good friends, but like also like we're not afraid to like be like, that's stupid. That's not good. And so like we really pull the best out of each other.
We do that too.
That's
You know
how
what
we
I'm
are.
saying?
Yeah.
But I got an offer. I've gotten a couple offers for like these big shows, but they're like, we want to bill it as a back to back. And my team tells me, I said, I'm not interested. And then the offer doesn't come because they're like, we only wanted to do it as a back to back. And then they fill someone else's, and then it's in a back to back. So it wasn't that they wanted me back to back somebody. They just wanted that back to back there to get names in the lineup. I said, I'm just
And
not
I
interested.
get it, or I see it,
Go ahead.
marketing wise, ticket sale wise. But yeah, it's like, is this
A better
affecting
product?
is it affecting the quality of the show? I think so.
I mean, on the flip side of things, like, are they doing it because the market is just like rough right now? Like they're doing their best to sell more tickets. You know,
Yeah, that's probably that too.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it is a money grab.
Yeah, it's a money grab.
yeah.
I'm sick of it.
I'm trying to be nice about
Yeah.
it.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Jansen and I, we did our back-to-backs a couple of these last month. We had a couple, and we're wanting to plan and do more, like kind of like what you guys are doing, like a tour. Like we talked about doing that.
Oh, that would be so
Because
cool.
we see like what LSD's doing. We're like, that'd be really cool. What if we did it ratchet?
Yeah.
Him and I could do that.
I've
so
seen
like,
your t-shirts.
yeah. So like,
Yeah, the t-shirts are great.
so like, that was just an idea. We don't know if we're gonna do it, but I was just like, that's where it makes sense. But like I said, I'll just get an offer for back-to-back. I'm like, I'm not interested.
Could you respond back to the offer and be like, hey, I'm not interested in doing that, but like I got my buddy Jansen I'll do it with?
Probably.
I mean, right? Like if somebody sent me an offer like we want you to go back to back, like
But
with
I'm
this-
I'm the same way as him, dude. I'm kind of selfish because I feel like I can give a fucking damn good show by myself.
You do
And-
put on a good show.
and like the whole taboo thing is like it's a wild thing and it doesn't mesh with a lot of other people's shit.
Right.
Some metal sucking dick type shit.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with all of that. And for us, I think just that history, everything it's just fun, man. And I think a lot of things aren't as fun anymore. And
Damn,
so we're
dude.
trying to get back to.
Damn, dude, that was fucking. Someone's jaded.
just a little.
Some things aren't fun anymore. But we like to have fun. Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, you get burnt out. But that's what the eucalyptus steam room's for, man.
How did you feel after? So for me, this weekend will be like 20. After this weekend is like 24 shows in the end of like my tour that I've been doing this year so far. I'm cooked. I'm burnt out. I'm having a hard time with it. How was that bus tour with you? I'm sure the flying versus being on the bus is different, but
I hate being
there's a lot
home.
of dates. You did like 50 something dates,
53.
right?
I hate being home.
Oh, really?
I have the next. Not that I hate my home.
craving the opposite right
I love my house. I love my girlfriend. I love like the set schedule. I thrive on
Love
that.
Kyle.
I love Kyle. Love
Yes.
Kyle.
Sup?
And but I have the next month off, and I'm like, all right, how do I not kill myself? I hate that.
Oh, wow. So it's like
It
flip.
fucks me up.
You don't let-
I hate being off.
I'm craving
A 2 week
a break.
2 weeks, I'm good, brother. Like, give me a 2 week break. Hell yeah. I do that all day.
Back at it.
But I fucking hate not being out there.
You feel like you're missing something, or like
I don't know.
you just really enjoy playing shows?
I enjoy every aspect about touring. I even enjoy traveling.
It doesn't bother me. It's just like
I kind of enjoy
the
it.
red eyes kind of.
I like the just like up in the air, anything can happen.
Yeah.
The chaos of it, the lack of sleep, the fucking. I love it
you
all.
like the lack of sleep.
Yeah, I thrive in it, dude. I got 8 hours. I got 8 hours of sleep the other night. And fucking woke up
Wow.
and was fucking miserable.
So what do you prefer? Like 4 to 6?
Yeah, that's how I thrive. I did the most I've slept this year was because I can track it was 8 hours and 53 minutes. I've only hit 8 hours.
8 hours, 53 minutes. I'm good for a couple
It's like
days
7 to
after
9,
that.
I think, is the recommendation.
I think it's 6 to 8. But like if I get a full 8 hours of sleep, I feel weird the next day. I don't feel good.
I can't get that much sleep.
Yeah, I don't sleep
I'm
that
a
well.
6-hour guy.
But like
I'll take 8 every day if I can.
So the touring aspect wasn't hard. I didn't miss home. I missed like having a little bit of privacy after a while. Like it was going to be nice to just like fucking fuck, you know what I mean? Like, and so like that was the hardest part, I think. But like it's nice knowing where you're going to have a shower and where your bathroom is. Like that's nice. But like, dude, I was home after like 2 weeks. I was like miserable. Also had big post-tour depression. Like that just hit me so hard this past.
Well, that was so major. Like headline tour, bus tour, 50 plus dates. Like I'm doing some smaller headlines, just a couple hundred cap rooms like we're doing, but I'm playing like support on other stuff. So it's not, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even what I'm doing is a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I can get
Do you
the
write music on the
attachment to
road?
that
Like-
too.
Do I write music on the road? Kinda, not too much. Like when I'm home, I'm writing music.
Yeah.
Now I treat the studio every day like a 9 to 5. Now I've been getting up earlier, so it's been more like 7 to 3. And so like I'm in there that whole time.
Yeah.
And Monday through Friday I'll do it. And I just would love to do that and be on the road on the weekends. And so if I have more than 2 weekends off, I'm like, all right, I'm going stir crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Dope. Yeah, I think that I'm dealing with, just a lot, but like kind of what we were talking about earlier about like, I mean, I have a team, Sean's got a team too, but like we're doing a lot of this ourselves. Like I'm editing all the ad mats for my tour, this tour we're doing. It's like it's a lot of,
It's nonstop.
there's so much stuff between the marketing, the flyering, the promoting each show, running ads for each show. It's just like, can be a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you might be in a place where you're like a little more hands off on some of that stuff, but I think that stuff and
Hands off at a price.
also
At what
just
cost?
the social media and being on my phone. I think I'm just experiencing a lot of stuff in this, like where I kind of feel burnt out and exhausted at the end of this.
Yeah, I get that. I feel that way. Like, I told you how I feel. I feel that way now. But when I did my first headline tour, Blue Collar Bass, like I remember it had like 2 or 3 weeks left, and my mom called me. She's like, "How are you doing?" I was just like, I just cannot wait for this to be over. Like I just cannot wait for this to be done. Like I was having sleep paralysis a couple nights from like lack of sleep, and I'd lay down and then I'd wake up, but I couldn't move. Like, so like that shit was fucking me up. But I guess as I've gone on, I'm just like, all right, put me in, coach.
I'm in a similar mindset to that, and I feel like I just beat myself up about everything, but I'm like, shouldn't I be happy and grateful and like
you'll never be happy.
I know, right?
Yeah,
right?
You're an artist. You're an artist. You'll never be happy.
I feel like
I don't know. You can be grateful.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ungrateful, or like, you know, that thought of like people want to be doing what I'm doing or what we're doing, and I'm like, I can't wait for this weekend to be over so I can have these 3 weeks off to rest. And it's not that I don't want to be doing these things. Like, we're doing this today, Club Studio Time tomorrow. I'm with Ahi and Phoenix on Saturday, and then I'm playing Lightning in a Bottle on Sunday. And we're going to do our dial-up set for part.
Great fucking weekend, dude.
Huge weekend to end the tour. It's insane. And so, but I'm still like, and I'm happy. I'm here. We're in the moment. Like, once I get places and I'm there, it's like, even when I landed here this morning, I'm like, okay, cool. It was Anton, and we're just like, I'm here. It's all good. But
for me, it's like, it's the anxiety leading up to the thing.
That's what
Like right now, I'm like, we're good. You know, I know we're going to go play the show. We're going to have fun, go home, eat some food, fall asleep, Club Studio Time. Good. It's like the lead up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what is that?
Yeah. But I beat myself up over it. It's weird. It's like, you know.
I feel like Anakin Skywalker a lot of times, man. I do, man, because I'm always like, you know, I want more. I choked my girlfriend. Like, all those things, I feel like Anakin Skywalker. You know, I just want more.
So this is the other part.
And he'll never be happy.
Totally. So with all of this, doing it all yourself, all of this hustle, all of this make music 24/7, that's another thing. It's like, I'm getting to this point where I'm like, it's the classic, 5 years ago, if you looked at what you were doing now, you'd be like, this is crazy. But I'm like, okay, how do I do the next thing?
Yep.
How do I do the next thing? And it's like, I'm trying to enjoy everything, and I am, but I'm trying to take a little more like, dude, you're here, you're traveling around the country, you're playing shows, like, what, you know, you're doing the thing.
Yeah, but the shows are the thing, I think, where it's like the
that's the payoff.
It's the payoff, but it's also like the what's it like whenever, what's the word, man? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's like whenever it's like reasserting, not reasserting. Reaffirming, yes, what you're doing and where you're at.
Yeah.
So like when you're off for so long, you're like, my career's over. I suck.
Oh, well, that's something I think everyone deals with too, is like, if you're not playing shows, are you relevant? It's like a weird thing. I don't know. I mean, that's how I've kind of seen it, experienced it.
Depends
I know
on how you
we've
look
talked
at it.
about
You know,
it
there's like
at
people-
times, but
If you talk to Skrillex, you're like,
well,
boy's
he's
like-
he's an outlier.
Yeah, no one's done it like him ever.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of crazy.
It is wild.
I love it. He just like, he's like, here's an album. I'll see you in 2 years. You know.
I still haven't listened to it.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm an
It's
asshole.
so
Don't
good.
do it, dude.
It's so good.
He doesn't need your streaming.
It's like a mixtape. It's like a hip hop mixtape.
Yeah, it's really sick. Actually, I like how I like how he did it.
He said I'm going to just absolutely do the opposite of what everybody's doing. You know, it's cool.
It's just kind of like where our head's at. It's like, okay, let's just fucking do this shit and fucking see where we can take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Amen. Well,
Shoot.
this has been fun.
It's been really fun.
Yeah, we got a fan question we'd like to get to.
Yeah.
Before we get to it, Kyle, you have anything you want to ask them?
Yes.
What do we got?
Would you rather know when you were going to die or how you were going to die?
This is a fan question.
This is
Kyle.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Go ahead.
Say it again.
Would you rather know when you were going to die or how you were going to die?
Oh, I'm gonna go how, dude, because if I don't like it, I'll just kill myself right then and there.
Jeez.
So I'm in control. You know what I mean? You
And
can't tell. I don't need to know when, dude. I'll do it myself.
What
If
if-
I
what if
don't
the-
like the answer?
What if the genie's like, so you're going to die by suicide?
Fuck. I'd be like, no, says I. You know?
I think I would like to know when, so I can experience and live everything as best as I can up until that moment.
Damn, dude. What if it's like tomorrow?
Well, I don't.
What would you do? you have just a little bit left for
Carpe
you.
diem.
Dude, what would you do? I don't know. I would fly home and go spend time with my parents and my fiance, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't like what.
With how my mind works, I wouldn't want to know when because I'd be.
You want to know how?
Because then here's my
You
thing.
guys are crazy.
If I knew how, I'd always be looking for it. And so when it came on, I'd be like, no,
But you seen
running the other way.
You seen Final Destination, dude. You escaped death.
I
It's
will
coming back.
escape it.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming
Those
for you.
logs are coming from the back of the truck.
The log.
Kyle, you went
Is
saw
that,
the.
is that what everyone thinks of? Because that's what I think of when you say Final Destination.
The
Is
logs on the
logs
truck.
coming through the
Yeah.
truck.
I think about the damn tanning beds.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
scary.
That one was hard.
That's
Kyle, you went and saw the new one last night, didn't you?
No, we canceled. Yeah, we went. We watched
Damn, that would've been
Yellow
perfect.
Jackets instead.
How is that?
Yellow Jackets is great.
Everyone says it's
Yeah,
good.
it's fantastic.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, you're the only one that wants to know when.
I just,
Be scary to know when. Knowing how.
I don't want to know any of it.
I do.
I am really just trying I think where Alex is at with like feeling burnout, like I think I was there for a little bit and I've like somewhat pulled myself out of it and I'm really just trying my best to be in the moment and just like let me know when, baby. When is it? Because we're gonna hang with Taboo and Brainrack
And I'll die the next day.
and maybe he gets hit by the logs, but I'm gonna go hang with mom and pops and see my fiance, and then
Clubs.
Kyle, can you pull up all of the deaths from the old Final Destinations? Like, if there's a list, not like the new one because we ain't seen it, but
need
we
a
have to pick.
compilation.
We have to pick which way we're gonna die.
Oh, no.
That's a fun way to do this.
Oh, okay.
You know. So
I
hope-
wouldn't want it to be slow and painful.
Oh, I'm down with the logs.
The log's pretty metal.
Yeah.
Dude, the roller coaster's the fucking way to go. Dude.
I would be down with that because I love roller coasters.
See, I do too, but that's
It's that final
I'm a
thrill.
huge fan.
But dude, you want to talk about like that? Yeah, the biggest thrill you've ever had. You're like, oh shit, I'm about to die.
But what if you don't? You hit the ground, you're just like, and then it's
You're
like,
dead.
are you dead?
Oh man,
Final
If you just- if you
Destination,
just
for
make-
sure.
If you just make it,
If you just, you no longer have toes.
Wait, so I haven't seen all the Final Destinations. Does everyone always die?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can't escape
That's settled.
death.
Can't escape.
The airplane one's the scariest one, honestly. But it's the easiest. Like those last
Well, people are
2
so
minutes going
afraid
down would
now.
be kind of crazy.
Hey, I don't know. I'm on flights now. Everyone's like,
Oh, God.
gets so scared at the first sign of turbulence. It's like,
So awesome. Turbulence is like literally has nothing to do with how the plane is operating. It's just totally normal. Yeah, dude. If I died in a plane crash, it'd be kind of cool.
So
Who's got 2020?
I do, but I still.
oh no, I'm gonna read them off to you
We're
guys.
gonna
here
use
we go.
Kyle's eyes.
So this is the first movie. Flight 180 passengers killed by the plane that they were on exploded. The unknown flight attendant killed when the plane exploded. Oh, it all just says killed when the plane exploded. It doesn't. Burned to death when the plane exploded. Strangled to death by a clothesline that wrapped around his neck when he fell onto it. Ran over by a bus. Stabbed in the throat by a piece of her computer glass and stabbed in the chest with a falling kitchen knife. Head sliced in half by a piece of metal that was caught in the wheels of a train.
I'm going that one.
Killed in a shootout off screen. Killed in a
Shootout's pretty
billboard
bad.
sign.
Shootout, dude. You don't have to go any further, dude.
Shootout, like,
Western.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Western
an
style.
old Mexican standoff, dude.
yeah. Count
I would
in.
want to do the classic Western. You like walk back from each other, turn
10
around.
paces.
10 paces.
Is that what it is?
10
Yeah.
paces.
Shoo!
It's a Mexican standoff, baby.
You ever done one?
No, ma'am.
It was
I-
probably your buddy. He brought the gun, brought the coke.
Monday nights are friggin' crazy, bro.
Dude, I saw a video of these fellas. They were damn playing Russian roulette, and it was like in the hood, right? And they just like were throwing money on it, right? So but they were shooting at their feet. And this dude gets shot in the fucking foot, right? He gets out of the fucking hospital. He goes right back to it. He said, I'm about to get this motherfucking money. He's like hyped throwing the money down, gets shot in his other foot.
Oh shit!
There's like four dudes.
You got bad luck,
Dude,
bro.
it's like four dudes playing it. Every time they fucking spin it, bah, bah.
Where was this?
And
On the
that,
internet.
And that didn't get them banned.
No, dude, it's on
TikTok?
They're
X.
allowed to
It's on
do-
X, dude. You can do anything.
Oh, it's on X. Okay.
Yeah, you can do anything on there. Well, let's get to the fan question. That was fun.
Oh, let me cut this real quick. All right, here we go.
See who we got.
Yo, Crawdaddy, this is Steve from Scranton. I had a question for my boys, Shizlo and Brainrack. Who's bigger? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's bigger? All right, catch you guys later.
And I like his attitude.
Hey, thanks, Steve.
Yeah, Steve is
I
the
like
man.
I like
you.
this guy. I don't know if I've met him.
Oh,
but
he's the best.
Actually,
He's,
Steve
the
from
Scranton
Scranton.
guy.
Yeah, I know
He's
that.
you know Steve's the
promoter.
best.
I've partied with that motherfucker, dude. He's a good
definitely
dude. Man, I mean, because like I played in bands, and I've all my friends that I've known, y'all've known each other for a long time. I've seen all their wieners, and so like I've even seen Kyle's.
I've never seen your wiener.
I've never seen your wiener.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It just never happened. Like,
Why?
is that what the Mexican standoff is?
Dude, no, man. That's a back alley standoff, boy. Nah, man, I've seen all my buddies' wieners. I kept on just showing all the fellas on the bus. They'd be DJing, I'd stand on the speakers and just fucking flop my
You were
dick.
twirly whirly.
Yeah.
Twirly whirly.
It's like a funny thing.
Yeah.
We've
You can make a song called
we've
that.
kept it in our pants.
Twirly
We've
whirly.
kept it in our pants.
Dude,
up
it's gotta
until now.
happen.
We've actually been like, like we share a hotel room. Hey, turn no.
See, if I'm sharing, me and my VJ, we'll share a hotel room and I'll just walk out naked to fuck with them, It's a funny thing.
Well, I walked out this morning. This is my VJ.
Yeah.
And I walked naked into his room this morning.
There you go.
Oh, you did.
I put my butt into the room. I was trying
there
to
you-
fart.
So that's where they're at. We're not there yet.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I grew up down south.
Is that a southern like?
I must be doing that. Wieners are fucking funny. I mean, you
If
just
they
get
rolled your wiener out
It is
in
such
Philadelphia, you'd get your
can
ass
we talk
kicked.
about this? Like, it's really not like a great thing, It's
What is
like-
it?
What? The penis?
Yeah, it's like
That's why it's funny.
yeah, it's hilarious. It
Well,
really is.
It's just part of our anatomy.
Oh well, thank you, Alex.
Dr. Alex.
We're just humans. Who is it?
Who do y'all think's got the bigger wiener, dude? Be honest.
I'm Irish, dude. I'm done for.
Really?
Can we show it on camera?
Yeah, we did.
Can
Kyle's.
we? But can we? Do we have time to get
All right,
hard?
who's bigger?
Well, that's the. Well, you never have time to get hard. That's the thing.
No, we can't show it on
never- there's
camera
not
for
enough time
YouTube, but
Yeah.
I can show Mitch's reaction.
Whoa! Ooh!
It was.
Oh.
It fucking me and Micah Martin's reaction.
he's
Mike
funny.
is the
He's
man.
He
super
pulled
funny.
he pulled it out on the podcast we did, and you just see me and Micah go.
No! Yeah. What's he got? A big penis?
I want to put those
got a big
faces.
dick, dude.
I want to put those faces on a T-shirt and sell it for podcast merch.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be continued.
If we ever do see each other's penises, I think you'll be the first person we reach out to.
We got the group
We've
text.
got your number
We
now?
got the group
Yeah,
text.
let me know, dude.
We'll totally.
Let me know.
Or we can each send a picture.
Dude, like my old bandmates, we'd see. Like I said, every band I've been in, we've seen each other's wieners, or
Just twirly whirly.
yeah, it's like a funny thing,
I've had the friends in one specifically, my best friend from home, Josh, and I grew up in Pittsburgh, but he's one of those guys that he's just going to run into the living room naked.
Yeah, that's
twirl his wiener around. He's going to fart on you. He's going to pull his pants down and fart. It's like,
that's Mississippi humor right there.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dealt with it for like, I don't know, 10 years, and then I'm so happy I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Shout out, Josh.
But everyone's got that friend.
I don't.
And you're that friend.
What up, player?
Yeah, you're my new. You're my new friend.
I am that friend, I reckon.
Yeah.
So I guess it's to be continued on who's bigger.
Yep. Well, one day we'll find out, dude. And
One day.
The group text.
yeah.
Enjoy that car ride home, guys.
Well, man, this has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. Really
Sorry, we're
appreciate
ending it
it.
on the fucking weirdest note possible.
I think it's very on brand.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anything y'all want to let the people know before we get out of here, man?
Dial up, Brainrack and Shizlo. It's coming
Coming
out
soon?
at some point.
Yeah.
Check it out.
We got.
Come see us on tour. We'll be in Boston
next
month.
Yep.
And
There's more than that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're booking it out through the whole year.
Yeah.
So
Cantab Lounge with Bass Oasis. I know that because I tagged them today in my social media post.
But yeah, look out for Dial Up, and that's probably it.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, I appreciate you boys being here, man. It's really good to
Thanks for having us.
You know, I've known y'all for a while, and it's
Yeah.
cool to have y'all here and
Absolutely.
fucking chat a little bit, man.
Appreciate you,
y'all.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
thank you.
Appreciate everybody listening to this week's episode of Talks with Taboo. See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Woo!
That was fun.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun. Thanks, bro.
that was.
I was definitely nervous coming in. I'm like.